Hi guys, so as you know, we are looking at poetry at the moment. So far, the different forms of poetry you've looked at have certain rules, and now we're moving on to freeform poetry. And freeform is one of the simplest types of poetry to write. It is an open form of poetry and doesn't have any rules, so it doesn't have to rhyme, doesn't have to have certain things in certain lines or a certain amount of syllables. It tends to follow the rhythm of natural speech, the way that we talk. It is poetry without rules, and this is some of the freeform poetry that we're going to be doing. Our first one that we're going to be doing is What Blue Sounds Like. So it's called What Blue Sounds Like, but it talks about more than just the colour blue. Throughout this poem, it's got things, and it's thinking about using our senses in a way that we wouldn't about that particular subject or noun. So blue doesn't really have a sound, but in this poem we're thinking creatively about if blue did have a sound, what would it sound like? All right, we're thinking about similar blue sounds like cries, and cold. We were using any and you're going and poem should a baby and a new inspiration. However,